video cord out again. Okay, let's go check the chat. Where is my chat? Well, let me know if I'm lagging. Hey everyone, we were. Okay. My microphone's over there, so the microphone might be kind of weird. Going hunting, yes. I'm blending in with JPD. We're going to assume that everything's working okay, but let me know in the comments if like I'm dragging or something. We're going to go move over to this position over here. Yeah, my microphone's over there. Hold on. Doesn't have the delay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move the camera, hopefully, without turning it off. And get out of the way, microphone. I'm over here. I'm coming. Here I go. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now? And I still have to go find this video over there, but hopefully there's no lag or anything. I will not be able to see the monitor. So I'm strictly going to go off of comments that I find on the video here. And hopefully you can hear me better now. If not, let me know. I'm going to talk a little bit louder. There we go. Hey. Oh, I need to go mute that. So if everything's working good, y'all just let me know. And I'll go mute that so we won't have the feedback. Yeah, I didn't really feel like moving the microphone too. I kind of wanted to get it set up. So how is everybody? Hopefully y'all can see me. Make sure in my little monitor here should be coming up here in a minute. There's going to be a delay over there. And as y'all can see, I am at my workbench here. There's a big delay there. So hey, let me turn to the microphone. This is the one thing I don't like about doing this is I can't see y'all while I'm talking. So until I can figure out how to do a camera here and there, this is just how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Tyler, hey, yes, we're talking shop today. Well, workbench cleaning anyway. Workbench straightening up. I've got to open this up for some Reiki, a bigger Reiki that I have to do Friday morning. So as I've mentioned before, I don't want to do a lot of the clicky video picture type stuff because it really kills my Saturday morning live content value or content stuff to be able to talk about. So Wednesday night lives, when I'm able to do them, I wasn't able to last week because of that stupid panic bar, but we'll just be really just kind of chatting for a little bit. So I'm glad y'all all joined in. King Street, hey Daniel, hey, how are you? DBD Mr. 17. Yeah, I meant business. I was glaring at the broadcast stream. Hey Pete Woodfine, what's up? Lockpicking Patrolman, howdy. Let's see, Kevin, hey, David, Mac, good, hey, how are you? And Tim, Nick, William, Chef, everybody, I hope y'all are doing well. So again, I don't really have a lot planned. These are a couple of the things that I talked about Saturday, and you can see they're still here. There was my exploded. Had to pop the cap on that bad boy, so I'm gonna replace the cap and replace the top pins and all that in there. But really, we're just gonna spend a few minutes kind of going through some of the stuff that has moved from over there as I was cleaning. If I shifted the camera over behind me here, my table is still horribly messy. So, hey, Secure Tech Locksmith, what's up? I have kind of, while I was working on that table back here, as I found certain cylinders that I wanted to put up, they just kind of like landed here. So what I'm going to do now is basically, I love these plastic bins from Walmart. You get a 4-pack of them. So what I'm going to kind of do now is put these together. We'll probably decode. I think these two are the same key, and I don't have a key, so I'm probably going to decode one of these real quick so that I can cut a code key and basically kind of straighten up my tools and just chat with you guys for a little bit while I'm doing it, because I have to do this. Running out of time. It's been pretty hectic this week, and I really just haven't had a whole lot of time. Anyway, even if I wanted to do a good broadcast with all the stuff and everything in it, I wouldn't have had time to set it up anyway. Any news on the mashed potatoes distribution person? No, and that has not happened again. That was the weirdest thing. You would think he would mashed potato bomb. If those of you who don't know, like 3 or 4 Saturdays ago, in the local news clip that I did, somebody mashed potatoed, put bowls of mashed potatoes, like edible bowls, out at everybody's thing. No, they have not. They have not located the mashed potato bandit yet. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with this. This was out of that same last week, and I can actually just go ahead and put this guy together real quick now. There. These are perfectly good F-Series Orbit, and have not picked this one as of yet. I kind of toyed around trying to get it open. Couldn't get it open on site. And I was sitting there thinking, how did I cap popped this one because it was upside down. And that was the one I was getting rained on, but as I was talking about on Twitter, it was weird because these are kind of an odd item to find, especially on 2 houses. And I ran into 2 of them. It was either a day or 2 days apart. And both of them no key. Both of them wouldn't pick. Both of them new F-Series. Pretty much. Actually, this is the F-Series. And this is that AL series. So that's actually, maybe. Got a thicker trim, so I think this might be that fake F commercial. I don't know what they called it. Either which way, I'm gonna probably have to. Oh yeah, it is, because it comes with this thing. Oh shoot. But either which way, that means this may. Yeah, this only has 1 retainer, so it should be a compressible cylinder, I think. Didn't see Night Owl on. Anybody else know if the AL is oh wait. Oh, these are those frustrating ones where you gotta do, wait, what do you gotta do? Oh, we gotta put this in like so, and then that way. There we go. Gotta keep all the pieces together. So, in this part of the world, I know some of you are up north, and I heard on the news that y'all are getting a cold snap. So those of you up north, I don't know how cold your cold snap is, but down here in the south it's getting warm. Very, very warm. And likely, like I said, I was not able to pick this stupid one. This was ridiculously like jamming up really, really bad when I was trying to get it open on site. And I'm sitting here trying to remember how I got in. I don't think I was locked. I think this was just a rekey, and we ended up selling them, I think it was a different brand. I don't know what the case was. I know this one I switched out with a Wiser because it had a Quickset Smart key, a push button code thing above it, so they wanted the key to match. So I used a Wiser with the quickset key. I can't even remember this one. The only thing I can remember is I did not get this sucker picked. And likely I won't do it now. So typically what I do, I know they make a special tool to do this, but you can literally use anything. I use a dental probe. I said probe. But I hate doing it because I'm running out of caps. But I'll just take a broken pick, shove that first, knock the cap off, take it apart, rekey it. And I got a strike plate here. So I need to start getting stuff off the counter. And I got a scrap right there. So let's dump this stuff out. So y'all talk to me. What's going on with y'all in y'all's world? What's going on with y'all? Anybody got any exciting news? I know one of my subs, Ken, just posted earlier on a video that he got a different job or something. Ken underscore. He got a it only got to 75, 42. Tim, wow, 42. We really wish we could have 42. Cold and wet New York. Temperature going to 47. Yeah. The mashed potatoes. The mashed potato a dance. I don't know if the mashed potato is a dance or not. I'm not getting anywhere here, am I? So I'm going to put these over here, and eventually I'll tend to that. This is going to be my bucket of stuff that I need to tend to. I'm going to go ahead and decode this while we're talking real quick so that I can reference the video. That way I don't have to write down. I can reference the video and see what the key is. I'm pretty sure both of these keys were the same. And just kind of making my way through the pile. Actually, you know, most of it's just going to get set aside. So you're sitting there thinking, you're wasting your time doing this when you got all this other stuff. Well, honestly, a lot of this will just get thrown into that bucket. Half of it will get, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with half of this stuff. Probably going to giveaway buckets or whatever. These will go in a bag in my truck. These cylinders, this is like a old Falcon keyway, so a lot of these will get redistributed to where they need to go in my cylinder area so that I can have them if I need them. I'm going to retire at the end of May. No more cutting fiberglass. Hey! In Virginia, upper 80s. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think it's the Northeast that's cold. Because, well, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it is because on the news I heard a northeaster, whatever y'all call it, when it gets cold, northeaster. So that would presumably mean that it's the northeast part of the world that's cold. Oh, but right now we were kind of wishing we had some cold weather to, looks like I do not have a complete set of Schlage here. So I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm missing 1 through 3, which we can figure out 1 with a blank. Not a 1. Looks like everything's below 4. So, no, the only thing about these damn chamfered doodads is sometimes you can't tell if it's actually the right cut or not. But that looks like that should be, okay, so we have 5. Remember this, Jason. 5. Who needs a stinking list sheet? 5, 7, 7, 4. 5, 7, 7, 4, 5, looks like. Yep. 5, 7, 7, 4, 5. Remember that so I can cut a key later. So that one should be it too. And what I'll do is go ahead and put these together with their screws and just sell them at, we have a table up there that's discounted locks, and we have a lot of people come in. Ow! whether they be, need a lock and just don't have as much money as other people who don't care. But there's really nothing really wrong with these deadbolts and door locks. So put them back in use. Really nothing wrong with it except needs lubrication. Ugh. What the heck? Needs lubrication in kind of a weird area too. So put that together, and that should be the key for that one too, because it came off the same. Oh, it came off the same property. A lot of times you don't think about this, but when you're on site lubricating, take a lock off or whatever, sometimes it's this thumb turn part right there that gets all crappy. So if it's really hard to turn, just simply use lubricant like you would on anything else. And here's that other one. We'll go ahead and put the latch on it, and that'll clear up a little bit of the bench, right? Yeah, congrats on that retirement, William. Nick just relocated from South Carolina to Phoenix. Wow, that's kind of, you're probably going to be hitting some dry problems with your nose and stuff, I bet. I've never been over past Texas, but I know that it can get drier air over there. And y'all have haboobs over there, don't you? Haboobs? Haboob? Sandstorms? Like the big wall come across. Thank you, Pete, for posting my bidding so I can go back on that. Hey, Darcy, what's up? How's it going? The Lishy video. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the Lishy video. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. It's steadily raking up some more dislikes than I usually get on my videos, but I fully expected that. Fully expected that little thing to happen. Whatevs. Whatevs. I still feel like it definitely had to be done. I have cornered the market on keep making with my bitches hashtag, y'all. I may definitely use that in future videos as well. So we're gonna assume this one is 5, 7, whatever Pete wrote there. Oh me. Have you seen the Key Hero at Home Depot? No, somebody linked the key. Hey, Peter Fox, what's up? I just saw you pop in there. Paul, how much do you detest InstaKey? Don't even get me started on InstaKey and kiss my you-know-what. We made the mistake. You only make the mistake once of calling InstaKey, right? Hi, I'm a locksmith. That's all you gotta say. If you call InstaKey and say, hi, I'm a locksmith, be prepared. Be prepared for some bitching. I hope my Lishy video got posted on Locksmith Nation. That's great. They weren't happy. Oh well. Minute key. Yeah, we went to. I was gonna do. I'm gonna do a video on. Am still going to try to do a video on the whole locksmith in a box thing, which encompasses the Key Hero at Home Depot, the Minute Key, all the stupid kiosks. I know the Key Hero now is slightly different with how it's set up. Somebody sent me the whole like what do you call it, the infomercial that they're promoting it on, and I was just shaking my head. I mean, yeah, it's a great idea because anybody can go to any Home Depot. Like somebody from here could put a key in, and then somebody in North Dakota or whatever could get a key made off of it. So yeah, it's a good idea, but as a locksmith shop, I find it pretty offensive when they say how much more secure they are than a locksmith company as far as their security in making keys. It's like a few people have pointed out, if you have to have a key mailed to you, they kind of get your address. I don't ask people addresses when they come in here to get keys made. And the one here, when I checked a Y11, it was they didn't have it in the machine, of course, and it was $7 to mail you a key or something. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, you know, if you're dumbass enough to pay $7 for a Y11 key, then you deserve it. So it's just a whatever. I hate that place. I hate all those little things. And I went and I did a video with the yellow one, the one that's locksmith in a box. So I just have not posted it. You picked the wrong blank, Peter said, on the minute key. Yeah, that's not surprising. We actually had somebody come in, Peter, 6-pin American key on a 5-pin master blank. Yeah. Hey, caveman, what's up? So somebody just came in with a minute key. With minute keys, they have their head, you know, it's this funky little head. And it said right here, in a very weird place, like right there at the bow, not in the general area, but like right at the whatever you call this part of the key ring hole, the top of it, in little tiny letters, it had I want to say WE is what it said, and the key looked like an AR1. I can't remember whether it was WE or RE. It was not their standard KW1. But I'm sitting here, we cut it on a KW1 because they're blank. Now, of course, WKs and some of those older keys would all still work in a quickset lock. But it surprised me that there was a non-typical quickset key, and it's spec'd out to quickset depth. So we just cut it on a quickset key, and they hadn't come back, so presumably it worked. But I know for a fact that those machines don't carry anything other than what you call it, quickset, Schlage. I did see a master padlock recently, so the M1 key, and I think that's it, really, honestly. There's only so many keys that machine can hold, even if they're stacked up, right? Nick is bracing for his first haboob. You're going to have to tell us all about your first haboob whenever you get it. So, trying to think of what else has been going on lately that I really hadn't talked about. I did miss that Wednesday live, and I tried to get a bunch in on Saturday. That's why we ran over so much. No, that's not. It doesn't go there. And I'm still sure that I missed something, which is why I redid that video, the residential lock tier list. A few people had asked me about doing a commercial tier list, which is all cool and fine and dandy, but they're all made in Taiwan, so they're all the same thing. So that would be a very simple tier list. Meh. Or very hard to do because number one, I haven't tried some of them. Like I haven't tried the new Dexter commercial line, so I really wouldn't have a good opinion on that. Need to these actually need to go in the truck for my LSDA section. Got all these cylinders out here. So doing a commercial version of that is gonna be kind of I don't know how to say it, like hard to do, I guess. I mean, you've got so many different things in the commercial. We could do a commercial lever handle, I guess. But there's so many. Oh wait, there's a couple of little screws in there. There's so many things that can be considered commercial. Like, what are we talking about? Panic bars? Are we talking about lever handles? Are we talking about doorknobs? So that's kind of one of the troubles with doing a commercial video, commercial tier list. Speaking of commercial, I gotta do a gym, big old basketball court thing tomorrow with a bunch of lever handles. And once we started walking around the facility and I started seeing door closers broken, and I said, yeah, I can do that. And then the next thing I know, it was, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you fix this panic bar? So, and it ended up being such a high ticket that they're going to have to break it up over 2 months. Commercial standalone keypads. As far as commercial standalone keypads, I really only mess with Trilogy. I haven't even, I've put in a couple of the, what do you call it? Allegiant CO thingies and the CO 100s. I've actually got a, one of our national chains, I won't say the name, over here has a CO, what, 200 or 300, whatever works with the mortise lock. And every time I have to program it, because according to their security schedule, they have to redo their safe and their keypad on their office, which is 2 keypads actually, every quarter or yeah, I think it's quarterly, but they don't, it sometimes stretches past quarterly, so basically once a year, or once every less than once a year, I have to go rekey them. And no matter how many times you try to do the damn combination, it is, you have to like do it like 5 times to get it work. It drives me crazy. I've rekeyed them or recoded them like, I don't know, ever since they opened up over here. I've done it like maybe 8 to 10 times, and every time it takes like 5 times, and there's 2 doors, so it's like I have to fight with it every single time, no matter how I do the codes. So not overly fond of those because of that. Trilogies are pretty straightforward. The only thing that ever happens with those is the spring breaks. So E-Plex are crazy. Yeah, I did so many Trilogies for Walgreens. Ow! Damn pen. Walgreens bathrooms. They went through a whole little spurt of it wasn't directly for Walgreens, it was for a national service provider, putting all those on every single bathroom. And let me tell you something, if you've never worked bathrooms at retail places, you would kind of automatically think that men are nasty, but women, some nasty people when it comes to public bathrooms. So, yeah. We've got a lot of Walgreens around here, so we put one in on every door. And then the funny thing is the very last one that they wanted us to do had this ridiculous sheet metal. Why is there a wafer here? Where do you belong? Ridiculous triple stainless steel. The door itself had a big piece of stainless steel, and then it had a stainless steel push plate, and then somebody had done like a push plate this way and then a push plate that way. So it was 3 layers of stainless steel and the metal door. 4 layers, or 3 layers of stainless steel and then the layer of the metal of the door. And so yes, that was a higher quote than normal, and the NSP that we were doing it all for got all pissed off about the price of having to mount it through all those layers. If you've ever mounted, especially with the Trilogy, where you have the bottom and top, the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, through both holes, and notching for the 2 side little prongs that bite in. Yeah, trying to do that through 4 layers of metal and trying to route the wires without cutting yourself through 4 layers of metal is going to be expensive. So they got all pissy about it and were basically like, but by that time we had already done them all. So we lost out on 1 out of 10 just because they wanted to be goofy about it. Simplexes, I love simplexes. I just put a double simplex on. That's an Everest core right there. So 1, 2, 3. See my little core spot? I keep these cores over here so that check keys. Hey, they're bolt strike plate. Look, we're getting cleaner while I'm talking, y'all. This is amazing. I'm gonna throw all these in the bag here. Actually, we'll just go ahead and go down here. I'll pull these off. Hey, there's a chrome one. Actually, I did a video. That's one of these were out here because I was doing that video on aluminum storefront cylinders. And I just hadn't put them up or done anything with. I take a lot of these off and don't have a whole lot of use for them. So invariably I'll include these in giveaway boxes because I just have no need for them. Let's put all these cylinders up here and start to finish it up. Look at that funny tailpiece. I don't know if you can see it. No, can you see that? Yeah, probably not. It's a very weird. It goes to a cylinder that should be up here somewhere. There's an old Russ one, no face, no face cylinder. This goes in old Russ one mortise trim, and it has no face because in the trim there's only a hole for the plug, and that little plug peeks out through the front of the trim. I hated this. This was hospital stuff, and I've pretty much phased it all out, and I kept a few of the cores because there is still some working. Little arrow tail pieces. Those actually go with the arrow cylinders that I have moved up to my table, so that'll get relocated up there. Scorpion cylinder, and we have gotten clean enough. Really, okay. Let's give away. Go! Hey! Yay! We've gotten clean enough to suffice for whatever I need when it comes up. I've been trying to figure out what this is. This is a little handle for something made in Japan. And I cannot for the life of me figure out what I had this little knob doodad for. It's a fidget spinner. Yes! That's what it's going to be for. And a GM ignition with no ears. Which likely... Oh, there's a code on it. But there's no ears. So, no ears equals... What? I don't know. Is that one... This may have... Yeah, this one had ears. So that's really no good to me. Sidebar GM. That'll probably go on a giveaway too. But anyway, that is probably going to wrap it up because we see blue. I'm going to scrape all this up. Catch up on the comments just for a second. Doing a bidding video. Good bidding versus bad bidding. Daniel's asking about good bidding versus bad bidding. Pick resistance versus enforcement. I did a video about that. If you have not seen it, if you type in, it's one of my more interesting videos, to me anyway. And that's what's important. My max video, maximum adjacent cut specification, kind of covers that because it goes over max. So if you type in SE lock and key and then MACS, it should come up. And I did that a while back, so, you know, sorry about anything. My older videos sucked. My new videos sucked, but whatever. I've done a video but that is a good idea. I'll kind of add that in too. It's time to catch up. Speaking of catching up, we've got a surprise planned for you guys. We're going to do a catch-up video, and I'll share this little secret with you live, guys. No, don't tell anybody. We have got a video that we have done in the past that has been patiently waiting for over a year now for its secondary debut. We're gonna check in on I guess you could call it the remains of a video that we did about over a year ago. Little tail pieces. This is one thing. Once I get down to the blue, I gotta put the important stuff so that we don't throw it out. So yes, I do have a catch-up video on that, and Daniel, that was a pretty good idea. What are y'all laughing at? Hey, Tennessee lockpicking, what's up? Schlage Cobras. I've never put in a Schlage Cobra. Yes, please hit that like button, guys. Knob for a camera tripod. You may have, yes, I've got a few tripods around here that may have broken off. Bingo, you win. Peter wins. You want this knob, Peter? You win the knob if you want it. Do you have a, Kevin asked, do you have a Schlage key checker thing like your quick set? No, several people from my key checker thing have asked about that. I do not, because Schlage is not single step. And somebody, ever since that video came out, I've had people randomly say, hey, I made one of those. You can do it. I've tried to do it, but it did not. That's an Everest core. Oh, well, there's the core for this Everest cylinder right here. But I have not been totally successful doing, that's kind of good, it locks it in there, a Schlage key checker thing, because I mean it's not single step master, so technically you would be loading it with a bunch of like 24 wafers, and there's more steps, so more chance for it to go wrong. It just never panned out for me, but some people said that they've done it, so may be able to try it. Let us know if you do, if you pull it off. Oh, well, Tennessee lockpicking, my video sucks too. All our videos suck. No, it's fine. I don't. You know, that reminds me. I was in the hardware store the other day getting, trying to find two things. One of them was a patio door lock, which I've got a video that I hadn't had a chance to release yet. But, and there were two old guys, Ace hardware employees, talking. I don't know if it was two employees or an employee and a customer. It was two older fellas, and they were bitching about the DIY videos. We're over on our time, guys, so we're gonna have to start wrapping this up. But as a final funny, they were bitching about, hey, man, that looked like a Schlage spring, but brass. That is a different spring than a regular. Oh, it's also cut. Yeah, they were bitching about people that like blah 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 blah, and don't get. They were like, we just want to watch that video and just learn the information. So basically, they want to see LPL and not me. They want a direct 3-minute video on how to do everything, and it's like, you know, that's cool for guys like. By the way, LPL, he did that video on his boot, the scammer's boot, and it went viral on him, so congrats to him on that. But that's just not my style, obviously. I like talking, and if you don't, you know, I guess I'll never get the old guy at the hardware store as a subscriber. Because he was like, I guess they were watching a how-to video on something, and the other guy was like, I can't watch this, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to have to scroll through to find what I'm looking for. Well, you know, which I get. I don't watch some videos either, but to each his own. Just do what you want to do. If people want to watch, they'll watch. If people don't, then they won't, I guess. That's a really good clue on the ketchup video. Ketchup. Just a good guess. Darcy, good seeing you. Yeah, we're about to wrap it up here because we are at 35, and this was only supposed to be a 20 to 30 minute deal. So I'm going to catch up here on the comments real quick. I think I got all of them. Hey, Ryan, and yeah, I already said. Oh, wait, when did you come on, Ryan? Have you been on? Oh, I haven't seen you. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to wrap it up. It's getting hot in here. I'm going to have to cut my AC up. So here's our box of goodies. Those are going to get thrown over there and promptly forgotten. I still kind of have a little bit of a mess up here with cylinders, but I'll tend to all that later. So that's kind of the end of this, and yeah, stay tuned for a sliding door lock video, crappy sliding door lock video. When I get time, a video on that ketchup that we were talking about. And other than that, I really can't think of much. See you, Mr. 17. Can't think of much else, so I appreciate all you guys being here. Wes, I didn't say hi to you when you joined in. And yes, can't really think of much else. So I'm back to the blue. I'll switch out my high-tech drop cloth here with a fresh one. And be good to go for when I have to rekey those cylinders. So stay tuned. We do have the Saturday morning live coming up this Saturday from 11 to 12 Central Time. Plan on doing it as always, and hopefully I'll have some good stuff for you guys then. Maybe, maybe not. It's been kind of a, oh man, it's been kind of a, like I said, busy week, so it's hard to get all that stuff put together, but I'll try my best to do so, and we won't be over here. I was also trying that long cord that I got last time, so since we had no hiccups other than the slight delay, which threw me off, I may still be able to use that long cord, probably just not by overlaying a video on top. So that's good news there. Anyway, clean again. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and thanks a lot for not helping me out. I mean, anybody, y'all could have just come and helped me. Wes, you're closest. Come clean my workbench for me. It's already done now. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out and go over there, so I'll be out of camera frame. Make sure and tune in Saturday from 11 to 12 if you are able to. If not, we'll just see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great day. Thanks again for tuning in. Hey! Hey, hey! Hey, Ian! Sorry you missed it. Yeah, it's alright. You're right at the end, so it'll be live, or it'll be uploaded here again. Not much, we just cleaned the workbench. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Y'all have a great night. I can't reach my camera over here. So, let's do this. There we go. There we go. Hey, here's an up-close look at Jason while I go turn off the feed. Yeah, the cord works, so I'll be able to, since the cord works, as long as I don't overlay it on video, I can actually stretch it way over there to that table that I have trying to get that stack right there in my truck. And I've got a shipment coming in tomorrow that's actually going to fill my truck up with commercial stuff, so it is what it is, you know. There's only so much you can hold in a vehicle. Anyway, thanks again, guys. We'll catch you on next video. The future is orange. Yes, orange. Everybody can see me coming. Ooh, caps lock. See you guys.